Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me for Fun Fold, or us for Fun Fold Friday. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
Forgot who I was then, sorry.
And welcome to our channel for Fun Fold Friday, as Barry said. So this evening, Barry is creating a lovely card with you. I don't know what it's called.
It's a VW card,
Ooh.
which was requested. I can't remember. I have to little look at who requested it, but
Is it a broom broom car?
I knew you were going to say that. I posted on New Year at the New Year. So, what fun folds would you like to see? And this is one of the ones which somebody requested. And I can't remember who it was, but I will tag you with the link once I found it again. Just set, and I thought, well, that's one which I can do. See, that's easy enough. Yes. So I have done it, and it is here.
Whoop whoop. So yes, so Barry will be using the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper from Sale-a-bration, as well as mixing it with the Everyday Details bundle from the Mini Catalogue. So if you'd like to watch the demonstration, if you're watching the replay, do fast forward to that section as we will say hello to those of you who have joined us live. Thank you so much for joining us. So yes, so hello Linda, Charlotte, Barry, hiya.
Hi. I said hello, and then I realised I was logged in on my own account. I thought, well, I better quickly come out and come in on the Mitosu Crafts one.
We also have Pauline, hello, Charlotte, Lavinia, Valerie. Can I do it? Sorry. Barry's just going up and down. Jackie, hello to you. Mardy, Margaret, Betty H, hello. Caroline, Mary Lou, William, Eloise, Lisa, Donna, the Bling Bling Crafter, Pat, hello, Lisette, Elizabeth, Anna, and Joanna, and Caroline. Yes.
Excellent. So lovely. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, Caroline, they were all fine. Tommy has got to go back in for a little dental operation. He's got to have a tooth removed again.
But he lost some weight.
He's lost a little bit of weight. Suki's a bit of a porker, isn't she? She's gone up a little bit.
Minnie stayed
the same, and Tommy's lost, so we know he's all eating all the food, and that's the one normally you hear meowing. Do you want to tell everyone who was the noisiest in the car?
Oh yes, it was Minnie. Surprisingly.
She was really
It's normally
loud.
Suki, but yes, Minnie wouldn't stop. But yeah. I was sat in between them, but they were okay. I just we don't know if it's the car or the cold, but they tend to not like the cut box anyway. We took it out last night, and Suki was already there.
He was already panicking and running away from it and getting angry with his brother and sister. So yes, but yeah, Tommy has got to go in for a little tooth extraction. Vet said, "Have you noticed him being off of his food?" We both looked cheerful and went, "No, he still likes his food, so regardless of a dodgy tooth or not." So they are 12, Nardi.
Yes.
So, and Suki has teeth of a 6-year-old, apparently, is what the vet said. She said her teeth are perfect. They could be a 6-year-old cat's teeth. They could.
Yeah.
So, it's just Tommy who's got a bit of rotten teeth. So.
Cool. We also have Wendy come in. Hello.
It's good driving, Lisa. I'm a good driver. I don't scare them.
No, just me putting my foot down on my imaginary brake.
Lovely.
Anyway,
shall we crack on with tonight's Fun Fold Friday? So, anyone else has popped in? We got Wendy that's popped in there. I can see,
and Gian,
and yes, Gian. Lovely, excellent. Right, let's go camera down, and let's do tonight's card. Bear with me. I think I've got everything written down correctly. And then I said to Joe Suarez a few minutes later, I said, "Oh my God, I don't think everything's there." So, as Joe said, I'm going to be using the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper, these are the designs which I am going to be using tonight. So these are free items which you can get out of the Sale-a-bration brochure. They are, if I remember correctly, they are towards the back. No, maybe they're towards the middle and the front. There we go. They're more front. So you get the Flight and Airy free of charge with a £45 spend. it's beautiful paper. It's really, really pretty. It's nice. If you like floral, if you like birds and things like that, it's really nice. Just, that's great for fussy cutting. Just look at this paper here. Just look at that one right there. Really, really nice. And then you've got the back side there, and you've got this one. This is just really pretty. So these can make really simple cards. Just cut them out and then pop a sentiment on it, and job's done. You've got some really simple cards if you want to. But we're going to step it up a little bit and make something a little bit more fancy. So yes, so do remember, page 6 out of the Sale-a-bration brochure, you can earn them free of charge. I'm also going to be pairing that with the, what is it? We are going to be pairing it with the Everyday Labels stamp set and the Everyday Labels Everyday Details. I said labels, didn't I? Jay come in and went, that's not the correct thing. Gave me an evil look. Everyday Details. There was something called Everyday Labels, though, wasn't there?
I think it was a punch.
Yeah, there was a punch called. That's why I'm thinking of the Everyday. So Everyday Details stamp set with the Everyday Details dies, and these are just perfect for doing some nice circles. You've got some rectangles with these dots, and you've got these crosses and lines. Really nice. So I'm going to play with those. One of those this evening as well. Might as well just leave it open because... Right, so let's have a little look. I haven't prepped anything, so we are going to be doing that live and talking you through it as we go. So I'm going to take my card base. I'm going to be working in centimetres for this. I will give you some inches if I've written them down alongside. I've written all of the main inches down, but the request for this card was, can we do it in centimetres? So she'd obviously seen a card which was done in inches and couldn't convert it over, so asked, can we convert it over? So I'm going to be working in centimetres for my demonstration, but I have written down the inches as well for you. So you're going to start off with a bit of card base, and we're going to take this to 14 centimetres by 28 centimetres, which is 5.5 by 11. So 14... And obviously for us, yeah, the 28, we do just need to just cut that down a little bit. We always try and convert our cards down so that they work across all markets, rather than having one which is our size and then having to then rechange it again for the US and Canada sizes. We always try and make sure everything. So for the UK ones, you always get a little bit of off-cut with it, but it's perfectly fine. It's just a little bit. You can do a nice sentiment across that and do a nice little banner for them. So that's that. So we're going to have that one there. We will also be taking some pretty peacock cardstock here, and we are going to be having some measuring at, let's have a little look. I'm going to go 13 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres, which will be 5 1/8 of an inch by 1 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to take that, so 13.3, so 13 by 3.5, and I'm going to need to do this 4 times. I suppose I can actually do that this side here, be a bit easier. It's 3.5. There's 3 of those. That's that one. And I will be doing one here again at 13 centimetres by 9 centimetres. So it's already, my A4 is already cut at 13, so that's fine. I just need to take that along and do that at 9. And that's going to be that one right there. So I've got those. I'm going to be taking some basic whites. Need to grab my basic white, just bear with me one moment. Let's just see if this is the correct size. Yeah, that's fine. Which will be 12.7. So I'm basically going 1/8 of an inch lower. So I haven't, so that will be 12.7, which is 5 by 8.7. which is if you go to you just want to go basically 1/8 of an inch smaller than you did on this one here. So what did this say this one here was? 1 3/8. You want to take that to 1 1/4. No, wrong one. That one there, which was will be 3 1/2. So we'll take it down to 3 3/8 of an inch. Okay. Which will then be for that one there. Okay. But in centimetres, that will be 13 by 9, 12.7 by 8.7. So we're basically just making up some nice mat and layers going on here. So card base, we have 4 pieces right here. I've got this one and I've got my basic whites. What we want to do now is we want to take some designer series paper. So I'm going to use this designer series paper right here. And this is going to be done at 12.7 by 13.2, which is 5 by 1 1/4. So I'm going to do these as my 3.2s first because I want to. I need to cut them 4 times for this. So I would just do them. So 3.2. So.
I could always mat it later for you.
So we've got 4 of those, and I just now need to cut these to the correct length. So I got them 3.2 by 12.7. So you'll get like a little bit of tiny little bit of an off cut there. Quiet, isn't it? And concentration. So that's that one. So you've got your card base, you've got your pretty peacock layers, and we've got the DSP right here for those. Then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take another bit of the Lost Lagoon. So you can either go with, I'm going to need another piece. Where did I pop it? There. And we're going to need another piece here of 15 centimetres by 7 centimetres.
I should make one along with you.
You should do, shouldn't you?
With the trusty tool box.
So 15 by 7 centimetres or 3 by 6. And that's that piece. So we've pretty much got all of our, so I've got a few more pieces just to cut for this one here, but I'll do that once we've got it done. So that's all of our pieces done. As for scoring, what we want to do is with the main body of the card, we want to score this at 4.5, so basically at 4.5 centimetres increments, so 4.5 increments. So it will be 4.5, which is 1 3/4 of an inch, 9 centimetres, which is another 4.5, which will be 3 1/2, then 13.5, which is 5 1/4, and 18, which is 7. So I've just obviously adapted them for the inches. But for the centimetres, that was that. So we have got 14 by 28 scored at 4 1/2, 9, 13.5 and 18. Okay, That's what you've got for that one. Then we are going to take this piece which we done earlier on, the 15 by 7, and we're going to score that in half at 7.5 centimeters. Or if you've done that in inches, you want to score that in half at 3 inches. Okay. And that's that. So let's just pop those to one side for a moment. Actually, no, I will fold these now for you, and then we can then stick all of the Latin layers on this. So I'm going to do it so I've got the raised parts on the inside, and then I'm going to fold that way, and then basically you just want to concertina this, and it's that simple. Okay, so and there you've got your kind of your WV, however you want to look at it. Really, I suppose your WV fold is kind of where the name comes from. So that's that. You just want to fold and burnish these score lines so that they are nice and crisp. So that's all of those. And we can fold this one in half. Yeah. So great. What we can do now is we can then just stick all of these pieces to these little layers right here, like so.
Everyone's loving this DSP.
I know, it is a lovely DSP, isn't it?
Eloise has got 2 packs of it. Everyone's saying they want a dress with it, or wallpaper. Or
You know, wallpaper would look lovely on this, wouldn't it? Nice bedspread for these as well. Your duvet covers would look nice on these ones. I nearly brought a floral duvet cover the other day, Joe.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I quite liked it. It was very nice.
I wouldn't have minded.
No. But I want to decorate the bedroom. I've got decorating on the mind this year. I want to do some decorating. As soon as I mentioned it earlier on to Jay, you could see his face just glazed over instantly. As I say, he didn't say nothing at all. He didn't comment. Didn't go, "Oh, that would be nice," because he knows that he doesn't want to do it. I know what you were up to, Jay. When I mentioned it, you went very quiet, very quickly.
If I agree, then it's on the cards. But if I don't say anything, it's fine.
It still happens if whether or not you say anything or not. And I might as well do it whilst you're not working at the moment, so you can help me.
No.
I've got a week off in February, Jay.
Have you?
I have.
Oh, lucky you.
Just before our retreat.
I'm busy then.
I've booked a week off work in February. It's the week of our retreat, so it ends on the Sunday when when our retreat is. So I'm off for that whole week. But yes, maybe I'll do a little bit of crafting and decorating.
What's the retreat? When is it?
The retreat is the painted lavender, which is on the 25th, Sunday the 25th of February 2024. So you can join us for a day from 10 till 6 to come and join us. It's online. 10 till 4. No, just 10 till 6. 10 till 4. Come and join us for the afternoon, morning and afternoon, and we will do lots of projects using the Painted Lavender Suite. It's just me and Jay, so you've got the 2 of us all day long. It is open to everyone, worldwide, demonstrators and non-demonstrators. So yeah, there's several options for you. So you can either just do an online only course, so that's we'd basically send you the PDF instructions and you have access to all the videos and so on for as long as it's available on YouTube and Facebook, and you'll have access to the PDF. Or if you haven't got the products, you can buy the products from us as well and then come along and we'll send them to you with a nice little pack for you to be crafting. So you can head over to mitosocrafts.com. I'll just pop so go over to mitosucrafts.com. The website's on the screen right now. Go to classes and then you can have a little look at what we've got coming up. But Jay will kindly pop the link in right now. So what I've gone and done, they are now all stuck down now. I'm going to stick these onto these panels. I'm not worried about these. They probably are a coordinating pattern, but I'm not worried about them too much because it doesn't matter, I don't think, on these if it doesn't flow it's not an issue for me for this because it's just nice and floral.
Oh no.
Well,
Can I put them into...
I've already started to stick them down.
Oh. It's fine. I'm a bit behind though.
So, to me, because there's a big enough gap in there, to me it doesn't matter. But you may want to pay attention to them flowing if you want to make sure that they actually coordinate and then match up, especially if you've got a pattern which really matter. It does matter.
Yeah, this one's quite forgiving, isn't it?
This one is very forgiving. So if you haven't done it, then don't worry about it. It's not a problem. So you can see I'm just popping these on all of these 4 panels. Again, I've got quite a nice. I've done it so we've got quite a nice big border, so that we can show off the nice, lovely Lost Lagoon paper, and obviously the pretty peacock then just helps that stand out a little bit as well. So that's that. So that's those ones right there. Okay, so that's your kind of like your fold basically. Then what we're going to do is we are going to take this one here. So this is the one I haven't measured up properly. So we should be 7.5 if my maths are still correct. 7.5. I need to work this out. Bear with me, bear with. I am just going to take this to, because I need to make sure. So I'm going to take this to a 7 by 7, and we will start down. So I'm going to start with some pretty peacock here, 7 by 7 centimeters, which is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. But again, you may want to, because the conversion rate is going to be maybe slightly different for you. So with the mat and layers, just double check them if you're doing this in inches. For this one here, the others should be fine for you. Centimeters, we are all good. That's not a whole, not a proper square, is it? It's 7.5 by 7, wasn't it? So I need to take that to 6.5. I now know why. I'm just going to change my plan a little bit on that one. Please ignore me with what I've done. I'm going to go take this. What I should have done was it's the offcuts, which from this bit here is what I should have used, and I should have just done it to 7 by 14 is what I should have done to make a square. So it was already at 7 centimeters. I should have just taken it to 14 and then score in half at 7. So basically we want to make this as a 7 by 7. If you've already done that on that one there, what we can do is we just want to then just take that down to 7 if you've already made this one, and then just take that one off, and then that gives you your 7 by 7. So there are ways around it. So if you haven't cut it already, just cut it to a 7 by 14. If you have cut it to the piece which I told you to, which was the larger piece for centimeters, just take off a little bit on the end there to take it down to 7, so you end up with a 7 by 7 square. Because what we want to do is we want to take the pretty peacock in at 6.5 by 6.5, which is that one and that one, which is going to go over like so on this one. And then we want to take a little bit of the designer series paper, which I've got, which is that lovely pink pattern, which is this one right here. And okay, pink, purple,
Fresh fresh.
potato, tomato.
No, it's not the same color. Color.
It's pink. Look, you knew what I meant when I said pinky one, didn't you? So I suppose it's fresh freesia. So I'm going to cut this to 6.5. No, I'm going to take this to 6. on this one. Just bear with me one moment. I'm getting myself a bit confused now on this one here. So this is the part which I didn't plan prep for. I thought I had. So I want another piece. So I need 2 pieces of pretty peacock. 6.5 by 6.5. Which is those ones there. Okay. And then I need this one here, and I'm going to take it a 1/8 of an inch or 3mm lower. So we've gone 6.5. We can take that down. So that will be 6.2. So I need a square piece which is 6.2 by 6.2 centimeters. So I'm just going to do that. You can't, this is where you use your rulers tops and bottom right here, and you can then cut in quite nicely without having too much wastage, and then take out like a little piece like that. So I haven't cut an entire piece out of this lovely paper because I only needed a little square, and then I would, so I've still got this lovely paper, but I've only taken out what I want. So I love this trimmer for being able to do things like this. So we've got that one there, that's it, that fits on that one nicely, on that one. Nope, on that one. We'll go on here, like this. I can stick this one down straight away. And the reason why I have used, I think I might need some new glue, Joe.
There's some in the drawer.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's right, that's fine.
Oh, don't me.
No, don't move him.
That's fine. I already moved him.
And the reason I've chosen a light colour on this one here, that one there, is because I want to stamp on it. Because I want to stamp the sentiment. So, but I will do that one in a moment. So that's that one there. This one here can get stuck onto this one. And that there is going to go, at the moment it doesn't matter what side you stick it on, because we can turn it around. So it's going to go on the side here. But when we stick onto the card, it's going to be on that side. So I suppose technically I should have done it, make it easier and do that one. Because at the moment there's no directional pattern, but it needs to go onto the left-hand side because it's going to stick over on this side over here. And then we're going to pop this one on this one right there. Okay, so that's that one. We can go ahead and we can stick that down after I've done the sentiment, because I need to do the sentiment first because I can't stamp afterwards. So I'm going to go with wishing you so much joy on this special day. I think this is a really nice little sentiment. It's tiny enough that it fits in the middle here, but it's still big enough that it packs, it shows up quite nicely. And because I've done it on the light designer series paper, it shows up really well. So I'm just going to ink that one up, and then I'm just going to just line this one up in the centre. So just bear with me whilst my head comes in. Pop it into the centre like so. Just hold that down for a second. 1, 2, 3, and then I can then remove, and then we've got this lovely sentiment which has then come up on there for you. So that can then get stuck onto this side here. So now, because we've got writing on it, we need to make sure we stick it up the correct way, or stick onto the card the correct way. Let's open that new glue. There is still plenty of glue left in that one, which I've just done, so it's just gone into our other little container on the side here, upside down, so everything can drain out, drain to the bottom, and then we just reuse it once that's happened. So if you ever see pictures of our desk, it looks like we've got loads of glues on the go, but we just got them upside down, the ones which are nearly empty, to drain them all out. So that's gone on like so. Okay, so whilst that's just drying for a moment, I'm going to do my next piece, which is this one right here. So that's going to go onto this, and then that will then go onto this one over here like this. But what I want to do is I want to quickly grab my pot and plants, grab myself my memento, ink that up, and then that there can get stamped in the bottom right hand side like that. Do you want to fly over here, Charlotte, and come and do ours, please? Got no room for you to stay. I'm sure Mum will put you up. So that's that one. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to quickly colour this here. So I'm going to use some crumb cake is what I think I might have done on this one. Is that crumb cake?
Great.
Granite.
Up a bit. Fourth one from the bottom.
There it is there. Thank you. So we're just going to colour this in some crumb cake. Like that. I'll just take the dark crumb cake and got anything?
Do you need more?
Yeah, that one's run out, so that's fine. I will grab one of the other colours as well. So I'm just grabbing a darker colour here, just so I can then shade in these pieces. Jay's just going to find me a crumb cake. Hopefully, we should have a darker spare. So I've just picked a darker brown here. So I've got one of the neutral colours, the SU600, which has gone on for doing those bits. Is that crumb cake? Okay.
You can do that.
And then with the crumb cake here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of shading for the dark one along kind of the sides, like so. Just scribble that down.
Is colouring masterclass next week?
It is colouring masterclass next week as well. So, and what are we using?
This one.
Oh, are we using this one here?
Yes.
Okay. Jay's probably going, don't do too much.
Oh no, it's fine.
So yeah, so we are actually using this set next week. So if you'd like to learn how to colour this set like Jay, then you can do. Come and join us, and he will come and spend a couple of hours with him whilst he shows you how to colour this set nicely. And just take it to another level, which I'm just doing this nice and quickly, whereas he would probably spend about half an hour doing this image. So that's that one, and then I have got myself some greens going on. So I'm going to be using, I think I decided to use No, not that one there. It was Granny Apple Green that I think I decided to use on that one. So I like to always have a little bit of paper by the side of me so I can just check the colours out. So a bit of Granny Apple Green, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to colour in all of these leaves for leafings. Like so. Those bits there. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to. Is that too dark? No, that's fine. We'll go with the light first, and we're kind of just going to flick out on those middle parts. So I'm not actually colouring the flower in. I'm just kind of giving them a white flower with a yellow centre, and just flick out a little bit with a darker. That's that one. And then I'm going to then take a bit of the Fresh Freesia. I will go dark, and we can just colour in these little flowers down here. Again, I'm kind of just stippling these in a little bit because they're quite tiny, so stippling them in works quite nicely. And that there is, oh, and they also just need to just do a little bit of the green, sorry, just on the those stems down there. There we have it. There's a bit of my basic colouring there for you. So that's just going to decorate the inside. So I can go ahead and I can then stick this to my pretty peacock layer. And we can stick that in the card. And then all we've got to do is do a little bit more die cutting. Tiny bit again using the design series paper. That's that one. Okay, and then that one there is going to then go over on this side here. So even on its own, just like that, it's quite a nice fold. Okay, it sits up on the counter quite nicely as well. So if you didn't want to do the next part, then it doesn't matter. You don't have to. So with this one right here, what we're going to do is we are going to stick that. What you kind of want to have a little visual. It wants to line up with the edge here. So just don't go sticking it on and then sticking it down, unless you want it like that, then that's fine. Okay, if you want it to be lined up, so just have a little think about where you want it to go, because if you do it too, then it's just going to be wherever you stick it and then the back side. So either I want it lined up with the edge, or maybe just slightly shy of it, like that, so that maybe my pretty peacock lines up with that one. So we're going to go with that one. It gives me a rough idea, so, and roughly how much of this is over that. So it tells me how much glue, or where I want to be putting the glue. I don't want to be putting the glue down here because it's going to stick to the rest of the card. So it gives me an indication of how much I've got to play with this part. Okay, so we do that. And then I can kind of just get that in position where I want it over on this side here. Bring the card in. And then I can then just stick it in position and just hold that for a moment whilst it's setting up. Obviously with wet glue you've got a little bit of wiggle room if you need to, but as long as I'm happy and this side here is straight, that's fine. And it's kind of covering up the flowers here until you've got the pot, so when we open it up we're going to see that and this. Once that's stuck down, then it's just pretty much the same thing. Pop a little bit of glue on this side here. and it's going to stick to this side here now. So the easiest way of doing this is not doing what I just did there. And then just folding it flat. And then just holding that in place. Alternatively, you can do the back side first and then this side. Might work out a little bit easier for you. So glue the back down and then do that. And then that gives you your card like so. Okay, and that's your VW fold card. So just to finish this up, we'll do one last little bit of decoration, which I used this one right here. I think this is great, and I'm going to use the circles from the Everyday Details dies. I'm going to use the second circle down from the largest, and then I'm going to pick a bird. So you just want to go round and then go on this and then try and find one which fits in here perfectly. You're going to have a little bit of wastage potentially. Some of these you may want to then fussy cut out. Like this one here I can't reuse for this because I've already cut on this side here. So that will be a fussy cuttable one. Then down here, and then we can then potentially fussy cut. So I think the two birds, how does it go? It's going to... Two birds might work. I think that one there works quite nicely. Or you've got these two birds right here work nicely as well. Let's just see. Just need to turn this one over. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. We've cut our paper into the 6x6. The bottom, the cutting edge is going to come off of it. So if I have that higher, that there, and then I'm going to have that at the top. So just have a little think about where you want this to, how you want this to go. That little fella there looks quite nice, I think. Oh, you know, I'm going to try it down here on this one. I'm going to go up and I'm going to do it, but because I'm going to need to be specific on my sizing and my positioning, I'm going to hold that in place with a little bit of tape. Oh. I do like these two together, but I haven't got another. They're a little bit too far apart for me, so that one works quite nicely. So just have a little think about that, and I know then that my cutting edge is not going to be off the edge here because I've got taped it into place. Mary, please go ahead in case anything you see us, and it goes for everyone.
I'm casing it now.
Jay's casing it right now.
Or a block off.
Okay. I've got to come up with another fun fold as well because we've got the Stamp Around UK video hop on the 1st of February, and the theme for that month, please correct me if I'm wrong, Janice, if you're still watching, but the theme for that month is also fun folds. So I need to come up with another easy fun fold to share with you for that as well. And I was thinking, should I do this one for that one, or should I do it? And I thought, no, I'll do this one for you on Fun Fold Friday. So that's going to go on like that. But I'm going to add this onto some dimensionals, and then we are done. So I'll just do probably 4. We'll go 5. One in the middle, one for luck. Use my Take Your Pick tool to remove the backing papers.
Yep, Janice said, yep, fun fold.
Yes, so keep an eye out for the fun. Janice, I do aim to be in it this month. Next month, so just watch this space, everyone, because there's going to be a lot of inspiration. There's going to be several of us doing fun folds, and we're all going to come up with something different. I'm sure we will. Or if we do come up with, so there has been a few occasions where we've all done very similar projects, but they are completely different with papers and patterns which we've used in stamp sets. So it's really good to see. There we go, and that there is my VW or WV fold card using the Sale-a-bration Flight and Airy Designer Series paper and the Everyday Details stamp set right here.
Amazing.
I really like this. Mary, yes, I do still plan to do. Maybe I'll do that one. Remind me, Jay. Never-ending cards for next Friday.
Okay.
I will try and plan that during the week, Mary, and I will try if I get my act together, I will do it for you next Friday evening.
We should be just fine. I'll write it in the calendar.
Yeah. So there we have it, the WV or VW card. I really like that. I think it's really pretty with the designer series paper on that as well, and the colours on this. And you've got your little sentiment here. You've got enough room that you can still write something over on this side if you want to, or if you don't want to ruin that picture and you wanted to maybe make this up a little bit more and pop some more details on this, some floral stuff, some ink blending, you can always write your message on the back.
Yeah. You can do another book fold or a 10-fold, so the message is covered.
You could do a 10th fold on that, so then bring that one up.
If you want to use some more DSP, you can continue the DSP at the front and then have that flopping out.
Yeah, so like you've got a bit. You can kind of like have a piece here, which is over the, and then I thought I had no. I think that was it, and folded a fold at the top, so then that then acts like that, so you can hide the message underneath that, but have that as your top layer, so that the image is still showing.
Yeah.
So there we have it. There we go.
Amazing. Well done, Barry. Hey, Tommy,
Good.
do you love it as well? Do you love it? Ooh.
So really happy with that. So let us know what you think in the comments. There we have it.
Yes, well done.
Cute, isn't it?
Yes, everyone's loving that.
It's quite. It's very sturdy as well, because obviously there's lots of layers on that. It's a very sturdy. It's quite a thick card, so it doesn't go through. That won't go through for UK standard postage. That would then need to go through as a large letter, because it's quite chunky. Not sure obviously for anyone else with your postage, but do bear in mind it probably will go through as a larger thing. So you may want to consider that if you're making those for sending. Ooh. So I've just looked at it a completely different way and you've got a new phone fold. So there we have it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Barry.
Lovely. So we will be back with you again on Sunday. Same time, same place. But in the meantime, do remember if you want to shop with us, you can do. So please visit our online shop. Details are on the screen as we speak. You really only want to do that so you can slap me in the face, don't you?
Is it? Yeah. Mitosocrafts.com/shop. I should go like that.
I'll tell you, we'll do one day. So yeah, so do head over there and purchase any current Stampin' Up projects from us. And what countries can you do it from?
UK, France, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Belgium, or Ireland.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Anyway, thank you and have a good evening, everyone. And
yeah, we will see you on Sunday night.
Yes, take care.
Have a good one. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.